Okay, today is January the 30th, 2016. We're watching the Northeast Pacific water vapor loop, and today we have a strong jet stream field moving right into California, and this moisture field is supposed to bring rain for Sunday, tomorrow. And what we see here is we have an obstruction in the jet stream right there. That is a man-made feature, a transmitter, which is applying heat, and this is causing a very large dry air gap in this jet stream flow, which would otherwise be delivering a lot of rain into Southern California and Northern California. Let's look at the infrared loop, the rainbow loop, and we can see what that high pressure has done here. It's completely separated the continuity of this flow. We also have a very powerful storm up here. This is, I believe, a 968 millibar or something like that. We'll check it here in a minute, but this is a big storm. And part of this moisture field is winding up into that core. And we have high pressure here. That's cut this flow off into California. Now we are supposed to get a lot of wind and a lot of rain, maybe 2.5 inches, 3 inches near the foothills. Also some lightning and a lot of wind following the tail end of this system, and that's because they've got a high pressure system right here on the tail of this, and that's going to cause some wild weather, just like we saw back east when that storm Jonas was hanging over the northeast for a little bit too long. They had a transmitter on top of that, and it was not exiting out of the area despite all of the other weather that was moving along right around it. But that one storm hung around for quite a long time. And we're going to see a kind of a rerun of that right here with this. In terms of the winds, we're not going to have any snow except for in the mountains. Anyway, we have the western U.S. water vapor loop here. We can see there is something right here that looks like it may be trying to spin up counterclockwise right down here. And that may be why this transmitter is parked right there. It's actually following it as it moves in. This entire thing is moving along, and we will have some rain tomorrow, hopefully. Now, the weather people were saying that the high pressure, there is high pressure down here, that is supposed to move down to the south, and that will allow this to drop down. We've got high pressure up here and also right here. So this is being sandwiched as it moves right into California. Let's look at the jet stream right now. And that obstruction is not showing up on the jet stream. Should be an area here of high pressure shown, but there's not. Okay, let's look at the, this is at 30,000 feet. Now that high pressure we were just looking at may be surface pressure. We'll have to look at the maps. It's probably surface pressure. Up here we've got surface pressure, and all down here. And that is going to affect the duration of our rainfall. Nonetheless, we have this jet stream flow that is favorable for delivering rain. Moving right into California. Part of that's going into Mexico and Oregon. All right, now here is the southwest water vapor loop. We can see that some of that moisture field is moving into California. Now, right around midnight, we have a barometric pressure of 29.97. That's raised just slightly from this afternoon. We had a 29.95 barometer reading midday. Temperature right now is 53. We've got a relative humidity of 99%. The dew point is about 52 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. Here is the rainbow loop for the southwest. We can see some of that moisture moving in just north of Point Conception. And this should drop down according to the television weather report. Here is the SSEC water vapor loop. And right here, it looks like there's something right down here that may be trying to spin counterclockwise, and that may be the reason we've got this transmitter following right on the tail of this system here. And that's going to generate a lot of wind because we've got high pressure right next to low pressure, and that is going to cause the winds and the wild weather that they are talking about. Here is the surface sea level pressure map. See that high pressure parked right here? That's going to block this large storm system up here, this stationary high. Here's the 500 millibar. We've got high pressure here. We've got a nice clean shot with the jet stream. Okay, let's take a look at the 300 millibar. Same thing. We've got high pressure up here to block this, and we've got a nice clean shot moving right into Southern California. We have some low pressure indicated right here. These little trough features right there and there. All right, let's look at the MODIS today. This is the True Color satellite showing the chemtrail activity today over Los Angeles, and we can see a couple of long trails. Here's one right here. Goes all the way along for almost probably about 100 miles. We've got these natural white clouds all through here, and then we got this off-white crap. This is the chemtrail mix. If we pan offshore a little bit, we can see quite a bit. We have natural clouds. All of this brilliant white is the natural clouds. And then we have this off-white stuff that is sprayed over the tops of these clouds. Right here we can see this haze down here. This is all the chemtrail stuff. It's very easy to see this on the satellite. So today they were spraying, and that prevented the rain from developing today. We had some damp weather. It was the humidity was bobbing up and down as these chemtrails moved through the area, and of course that prevented the rain today. So if these transmitters were not in place and these jets were not spraying, we'd be getting days of rain. Okay, let's take a look at the interiors of some of these jets that are spraying this crap that we're breathing and stopping the rain. This is the interior of a 747. We can see these tanks. There are tanks all through the interior of these jets. They're all plumbed together. We have electronics, microprocessors that switch the tanks when they empty. We got pressure regulators over here. Let's take a look at another shot. These were took me about 20 minutes to find these on the internet. Anybody can find them. Here's another jet. We've got rows and rows of what look like beer kegs, but these have the chemtrail mix inside. It's pressurized and plumbed out to the wings where it exits in a nozzle right by the jet engines, so that people will not. It's done to deceive the people on the ground that are looking up. They won't notice they'll think it's jet exhaust, but it's not. Okay, here's another 747. I have another picture here. Let's take a look at this one. They have quite a few of these tanks hooked up, and the people that took these pictures probably did that in violation of their employment agreement. But why would somebody fake this photograph and put it up on the internet? Any of these photographs, why would they be faked? It doesn't make sense. So this is actually going on. As I say, these are easy to find on the internet. All right, let's go back to the, here we have the surface analysis map. And we see the high pressure parked in place right here. This is installed to block that 969 millibar storm system right here. And we have high pressure right down here. And that is going to, they've got this jet stream flow sort of pinned between a sandwich of high pressure. And this is supposed to drop down. This one right here is supposed to drop down according to the people on TV. All right. Okay, now here's the ocean swell analysis, the wave analysis. We have 15-foot seas right off of Vancouver and Washington State. We've got 9-foot seas all through here. We've got 21-foot seas right in the core of that storm we were just looking at. Okay, so that pretty much, that's the summary for today. And I hope we get some rain. But what we're looking at here is an obstruction, and that is going to end our rain by tomorrow night. Now, if this was not here, we'd have a nice supply of rain that would fill a lot of reservoirs into California and other places like Nevada, Boulder, or rather Hoover Dam. So this is weather manipulation right here. We see this all the time. These high pressures just mysteriously appear out of nowhere, and they are strategically placed, and see this over and over. So we'll do another update tomorrow and report the rain. Okay, that's it.